Hello, and welcome to the webinar covering the Agile Ticketing Update for version 6.11. We are very excited to be able to introduce you to the significant benefits to the Agile Ticketing System. The first enhancement we're going to cover today is the integration that we have done with a product called Zapier. Zapier is a middleware application that allows you to be able to connect multiple apps together and allow you to automate certain things. Zapier has connections with thousands of applications, including Agile Ticketing. The great thing about Zapier is the ease of being able to set up what are called zaps. These zaps define when something happens in one system, what you need to do in another system. Let's give you an example. Let's say, for instance, you use MailChimp in order to manage your email lists. Agile Ticketing has the ability, whenever customers purchase, to be able to opt into those email lists. So what you can do is you can set up a zap such that whenever a customer is added or updated in Agile Ticketing, it'll be able to update a mailing list within MailChimp. That's just one of the many possibilities of what may be accomplished using Zapier. If you have any questions about this or need some help setting up zaps, please make sure to contact our support team. The next enhancement on our list is covering the integration that we have done with Salesforce. Salesforce is a customer relationship management solution that many organizations use. The great thing that this integration allows is the ability for customer information and order information to flow over into contact and opportunity records in Salesforce. You have the ability to be able to customize the fields of what is mapped between Agile Ticketing and Salesforce, so that way the data will flow over into the fields that are most useful for you. Our support team is ready to help you set up your Salesforce integration whenever you're ready. Just let us know how we can help you with that. The next enhancement on our list are some changes related to customer images. These images that are tied to customers in the Agile Ticketing System can be used in order to print that person's headshot on a pass of some sort or a membership card. That way, being able to verify they are who they actually say they are when they present those options to you for validation. One of the changes that we have added in order to facilitate getting images from the customer is to be able to ask for the customer for that image while they're purchasing or renewing that membership. In the membership settings area, you're able to go and define at particular price points which ones you need to be able to require customer images for. Going into those properties, we're able to turn on the option to prompt for account image. This means that during the purchase process, the customer is given the option to go ahead and upload a photo. They are able to make some minor adjustments to make sure that the photo is getting a good shot of just their head. And when dealing with dual members, you can go ahead and type and enter that person's information. And if you have the secondary person's photo as well, you can go ahead and upload that at that time also. Since customers are not required to upload the image at this time, we have to be able to provide some other mechanisms in order to be able to determine who has uploaded the images and allow you to be able to communicate with those who haven't, so that way you can get those images before you start printing those passes or membership cards. Looking in the membership fulfillment area, we can see that there are options to be able to deal with those who have and have not uploaded their image to be printed on their pass or membership card. We'll note that people in this list that have not uploaded their profile image yet, we have ways to be able to go ahead and hide those orders, so that way you can go ahead and print the ones that already do have their image. In addition, in our emails and letters area, you can go and set up an email targeting the particular people who have not uploaded their image, sending them instructions on how to do that, so that way you'll be able to print their image on that pass or membership card. Another option that we've added is the ability to be able to upload their image in their My Account area on the website. This is controlled up at the top level system control area as to whether or not you want to allow customer image uploads. When that option is enabled, customers in their My Account area will be able to go ahead and upload their image whenever they want to. The next enhancement on our list is the ability to easily be able to reset your password in case you've forgotten it directly from the Agile Ticketing application or portal.agiletix.com. Right from the login screen of the Agile Ticketing application, you'll see the Forgot Your Password option. Clicking on that will take you to the Password Assistance page where we can type in our email address. An email will be delivered to your inbox giving you some useful information like your username, the domain, as well as the link in order to reset your password. Now with our password successfully reset, we can get back into the Agile Ticketing application. The next enhancement on our list is some new error handling, reporting, and ability to recover in cases where there may be problems with the Agile Ticketing application. Although not much may be visible to you, there's extra information that's sent to those support professionals to be able to help resolve issues that you may be having in certain cases with running the Agile Ticketing application. This information will allow those support professionals to be able to solve those problems a lot quicker. The next enhancement on our list is improved accessibility in the web sales purchase process and on portal.agiletix.com. This allows customers using screen readers or other utilities to navigate the website more easily. This is not necessarily something you'll notice, but those people utilizing those tools will have a much easier time being able to purchase their tickets. The next enhancement on our list is a new look and feel for portal.agiletix.com. The new look and feel should provide an easier to access portal where you can edit your customer information, add and edit events, as well as view reports. The next enhancement on our list is where we preload existing values on multi-change dialogues. For instance, when you're changing multiple ticket types, all the options from the one you chose to change will automatically be in the option boxes for you to be able to make further changes to. For example, when needing to go to a complimentary price and change the promotion of that price across all of your events, we can go in and select all those events we want to apply this change to, and we'll note that already pre-selected are the promos on that price that were already there, thus being a lot better than it used to be where you had to make sure to move those over as well as any new promotions you want to apply as well. And this will take effect on both that multi-change across events as well as changing prices within the event, and also on multi-membership price changes as well. The next enhancement on our list is the ability to set up shows at the top level within your Agile Ticketing setup. This allows organizations with multiple venues to only have to build their show or film metadata one time. Instead of having to go in and set up your film under each blue sales folder, now you only have to do it once. Looking at Agile Ticketing, instead of going down to the show under your normal sales folder like you would have to add that show, you can now go up to the top level and create it there. Now the show can be found at any level within the organization, so that way we can add new showings to it. This is a really great time saver for those organizations who have multiple venues, and they do normally separate out those venues into different sales folders for reporting and other tracking purposes. Another option is that you still come down to your particular sales folder and create your new show. During that time, you have the ability to choose that you want this show available to all folders. By doing that, it's going to save that show at this top level instead of saving it down at the blue folder level, thus allowing you to use that show in any blue sales folder. The next enhancement on our list is a new sales folder filter in the point of sale interface. This allows you to hide items in your folders that you don't necessarily want available in that point of sale interface. Previous to this option, we've tried to make point of sale such that everything that you have ability to sell would be available directly from the get-go. But sometimes you need to be able to hide certain folders from being shown as sellable on your terminal. This can be very helpful if, for instance, your organization may have multiple venues where you have all your films set up for one venue in a sales folder and the film set up for another venue in a sales folder. It's as easy as coming in and saying which of those films or event folders you do not want to show anymore. And that'll affect all the different options that are available for purchase in point of sale. If you need to come back and do a sale in one of those folders, it's just as easy as highlighting it again and following through with that sale. The next enhancement on our list is a new login prompt option for members and pass holders before they purchase their first tickets online. This allows you to ask a customer before they see any ticket options whether they have benefits that may apply. And the text that's used and how you ask that question is configurable. This is easily set up by going into your entry point area in the entry point groups. Looking at the properties, we have a new option for prompt for login pre-purchase. By turning that on, that'll enable this new flow. In order to change the wording of how you ask the question, you just go simply into the buyer types area. You can define how you want to ask the question, insert the yes or no buttons that provide the choice to the member, as well as put in text in order for them to find out how to become a member or a pass holder. Now, whenever we open up one of our entry points and start to go through the purchase flow as if we were a customer, the first time, if we're not signed in, we're going to get this prompt asking whether we're a member or not. Clicking yes is going to go ahead and ask us to sign in, so that way we can retrieve our membership or our ticket pack benefits. Now, from then on through this session, we'll be able to receive our benefits all without having to leave the purchase pop-up flow. There are also a few more changes that were put in place in order to assist with customer sign-ins, making sure that they're remembered. You'll find that in the system control area, there is now an option for Login Remember Me checked. What this does is whenever that option is turned on, whenever somebody signs in, the Remember Me box will automatically be checked. This allows them to then, each subsequent time they come back to the website, they'll automatically be remembered, so that way they don't have to continue typing in their email and password or their member credentials. The next enhancement on the list is a new promo prompt. This is used to ask the customer if they have a promotion code before they see any tickets that are available that may have promos there. In a very similar manner, we're able to set this on in the web area, in the entry point group, by checking the prompt for promotion pre-purchase. And this will flow in along with the login pre-purchase by asking for the login first, letting them log in, or clicking no to not log in, and then it'll ask them whether or not they have a promotion. Let's take a look. Now we'll note, since the website is remembering me, I'm already signed in whenever I come back to purchase tickets. Now, whenever I click on a time in order to purchase, it asks me whether I have a promotion code and allows me to go ahead and type that in before I see any prices. And now I'm able to access my special promotional discounts. And it's important to note that though the promotion code is available not just on the film where they answered the question yes that they have a promotion code, it's available on any of the films where that promotion is active. The next enhancement on our list is some new changes to how order receipts are printed. In the past, it's always been that if you've chosen for an order receipt to print, it would print after every transaction if any tickets were printing as well. Now you have the option to be able to set it to always, like it has been in the past, or to prompt. That way it'll prompt after each transaction. And there's also a manual option. So that way you can just click and choose to print in those limited cases where you may need an order receipt. Let's take a look. So under Ticket Printer, we have the same order receipt option that we've always had, being able to choose which order receipt you want to print on this terminal. We now have an order receipt behavior option. The always print option will be as it has been in the past, such that if something is printing, it will go ahead and print that order receipt. One of the new options we have is to do prompt at finalize. So if we choose that option and go through a sale, we'll note that it asks whether or not we want to print an order receipt this time. We can click yes and it'll print the receipt, or we can click no and it'll skip it this time. Now let's go look at the final option available there. And this is to print manually. This allows us to be able to go ahead and make our purchase. And then in the case where we want to print those receipts, we'll go ahead and just click this button here, just in those limited cases where we may want to print those. The next enhancement on our list is a new way to pull up the last orders you've dealt with in the point of sale interface. This provides an easy way to pull up those last 10 orders that you may have dealt with on that terminal. So that way you can go into order maintenance to make changes to the order, print an order receipt for that order, or print payment receipts for them to be able to sign for a credit card, for instance. Let's take a look. Inside the point of sale interface, we have this new button for the recent order list. By clicking on it, we are pulling up with the top 10 last orders that were processed on this terminal. By clicking on this button, it'll take us directly to order maintenance for that particular order. The button right here will allow you to print an order receipt for this order. And finally, we have the ability to print payment receipts for the order.